What's going on, guys? So today I have a video I'm gonna do here on one of these Echo maintenance kits for a PB9010 backpack blower. So I buy these all every year. All these Echo PB blowers, I got 1, 2, 3, 2 in the trailer out there. But we're about a few weeks out from starting leaf cleanups. So these all get tuned up 100% in the spring and right before, or I'm sorry, in the fall and right before grass season. So this is one of the Echo You Can maintenance kits. I think these are like close to 40 bucks. These are a little expensive. I like to buy the name brand stuff, guys. I'm not going to go online and buy knockoff air filters, spark plugs, things like that. I have never done that, and I never will. I buy, I guess, the brand of that piece of equipment. So these kits have the fuel filter, spark plug, an air filter, and that air filter cover. I'll show you in there. So air filter goes up here with the cover, spark plug with the cap, and the fuel filter in there. I'll show you guys how to do it all from start to finish. So like I said, this is something we do right now in mid-fall, I guess, before these things are running 5 days a week doing leaves nonstop. And then once again in the spring, you obviously do a lot of leaves in the spring and cleanups. They make it through there, but before grass, 5-6 days a week, these got to be tuned up again. Take care of your stuff, guys. It's the biggest thing. So I'm doing this one-handed, so bear with me. Air filter up top. The two clips snap back. That's the air filter cover. And then up here's the air filter. So, yeah, guys, listen. You could probably... This is pretty dirty. You can't really tell. I don't know if it'll focus in. Again, this is... you can wash these out and save a couple bucks, whatever. I don't. I'll just get new. It's that simple. Same with this. It's like one of these, I don't know, fluff covers, something like that for the... whatever. But inside each of these boxes, like I said, fuel filter, spark plug, air filter. So we will do the air filter first. Air filter. I don't know exactly the term this is called. It's like an air filter cover, air filter protector. I'm not sure. But that goes right in there. And then this one will go right up top. Make sure it fits in the grooves. This is perfect. It's in there. And then this lid goes right on snug. And then these clips flip up and over. One more over here. Up and over. So that's that. Air filter cover, whatever that term is. They're all in there. And then two more things in here. Spark plug and fuel filter. Okay, so I'll show you guys how I get the fuel filter out of these. So first off, spark plug cover right here. This one's pretty easy, and what's pretty cool with these Echo blowers is if you don't know what spark plug you have, or obviously you can read the plug once you pull it out, but it has the correct NGK number right there. It's probably not going to focus. But anyway, on your PB9010, it should be right there. And these little covers pop right off. This is for the spark plug. I'm doing this one-handed. If it doesn't, you can wedge one of the tools in there, and I'll show you that really quick. So this cover, I might have to do it. So it should come right off. So you can wedge that tool in there and pop it right off. Kind of. You can wedge it up there. And that cover will pop right off. So, like I said, the connector is in there. So if this cap doesn't come off easily, you should be able to pop it off. You can wedge one of these wrenches in there and pop it right off. I've done that forever with all of our steel stuff. And then the spark plug's right down in here. So, and guys, you just make these snug. Again, I'm taking this one out. They don't have to be over tightened or anything like that. Once you get it out, you can really just hand loosen it out there. And I'll show you guys in 1 second. Comes right out, yeah. And that's just from the spring until now. Definitely needs it before these things run 5 days a week with leaves. Old spark plug, garbage. New one. Again, pretty much what I do, guys, is I'll put it in and just kind of hand tighten it. Oh, this cap needs to move over. If you do got big fingers or fat hands, you're gonna have a problem. I can tell you right now. And again, guys, this is with all spark plugs. You just gotta hand tighten it. I make it hand tight. Keep going. Once it's hand tight, I just snug it with the wrench. That's all. Do one. Literally no muscle, no pressure, just boom, right there. That's no more, that's me. After that, it's pressure, and I leave it. I've never had a spark plug break off. I know I used to have an old F-150 where the plugs broke off inside, and that was torture to fix. And these will click right on. You gotta listen for like the pop or the click, because then the spark plug connects to the connector in there. It's right there. So, good to go. And then this thing down here. This is where the fuel filter is down here, and you have to fish it out. I've seen some pretty cool stuff on how people do this. How I've always done it is to take the cap completely off and fish out the cord. So I have a old clothes hanger in here, plastic. I used to have a metal one that worked much better. If you have a metal one you can bend, it will work so much better. So you have to kind of find the cord in here and just fish it out. So it should be, oh, almost. I can kind of see from here. You guys probably can't. So as you can see right here, I might lose it doing this one-handed. So I fished it right out. And this guy, I'll put it right up there for now. And again, guys, this is just a broken plastic clothes hanger. I used to have a metal one that worked much better because it would bend, but that's what I've been using for the last year. So when you take these off, make sure you do not lose that little, I don't know what's that called. It's the little groove spring or whatever it is to kind of tighten that hose in. So I will pop this off and kind of hold on to that spring ramen at the same time while I pull, just so it stays on there, just like that. This is the trash, bunch of fuel everywhere, and then the new one goes, you'll see, right in the hose there. That's all it does. I'll show you guys once I get this on. Slide it in, push it all the way up, and then make sure that clamp groove kind of, I'll show you 1 second, I know my hand's in the way, kind of gets right in there. Kind of hand tighten that in, and then check it out. So that is the new fuel filter. And then I'll push that in. And you will have to push it back in. So I use the end of that clothes hanger and make sure this thing is flat on the ground and it's not sticking out. And that's it, guys. So, like I said, you got to take care of your stuff. I always have, I always will. We run these things hard in the spring and the fall. Never had any issues with the Echoes. This is like our 3rd year now, and I think the only problem we had so far was whatever makes it spin or turn, a clamp or something in here broke off, which was covered under warranty, so it's all good. But that's it, guys. So, like I said, my biggest thing is to make sure you maintain all of your equipment. I do every season. If you've seen my videos for a while, you can see, you know, I've always done that. These Echo maintenance kits are awesome. Like I said, they're a little pricey, but you're getting the name brand stuff and not some knockoff Chinese or South Korean, you know, product. So, again, guys, Echo PB9010, full tune-up, fuel filter, spark plug, air filter cover, fluffer, whatever you want to call it. 1, 2, 3. You're good to go. So, thanks for watching, guys. Any questions, comment below. This is like my 3rd time doing this, and you do notice a huge difference once you kind of clean everything up and get some new stuff in there. It's basic maintenance, guys. Take care of your investments. So, thanks for watching.